Hi, Sipo, can I ask you a question?
Sure
So,
thing.
what would you advise a young, I don't want to say young, what would you advise a student that is actually an average student but is studying investment or is studying economics or any other BCom in general um, degree when they actually want to do the job that you're doing currently?
Okay. So by average, I take it you mean like
60s,
60s.
50s,
Okay.
there.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, that's fair. I would say, still the same advice kind of like applies in terms of just try and stand out. So I think people are very open to working with someone who's firstly demonstrated that, of course, they can do the job. So obviously, you kind of have to maintain like make sure that you're passing, but also just communicate. What else you offer beyond that. I mean, as much as you know marks are important, I think people do understand that I am working with an individual. You know, and there's a lot of factors that go into the different marks that people get. There's a lot of backdoor factors or background factors that might not necessarily be visible. So by that I mean like family issues or certain issues that people go through or whatever the case may be. So just if you can exhibit that, beyond your circumstance or beyond just the marks, what you can offer. You can communicate that you're a great speaker or you're a very inquisitive person. You have a teachable spirit, and you'll always be willing to learn, and you'll outwork each and every single person around you. I really think that being able to communicate those things and exhibiting those things is a good way to still land a job within the space. I would say though, like, try by all means to whatever student, try by all means to get your marks as high as possible. Because unfortunately, before you get into the room, even, will they still maybe taking their first step in their assessments, they'll maybe look at the 6,000 or 8,000 individuals. They'll maybe only look to secure 500, which will kind of go through the motions as sort of the interview stages go on. So I won't sit and say, yo, it's just, nah, it's fine, get your 50 and you'll be fine. But I will say that I think it is very possible for you to still land a job within that space. Obviously, just try and communicate effectively then what else you offer. Try and show your personality and try and be, teachable, try and show that insight, take the extra steps. I think something that people sleep on, and I think this is probably getting better now, but LinkedIn is guys, I know of people who have gotten jobs off LinkedIn. I know of people who necessarily want the best students in terms of marks. That's your average 50, 60 students. And they still landed very, very good roles, and they're excelling in those roles because they showed that spirit. They connected with the people on LinkedIn. They did the research on the different companies. They looked up the people on LinkedIn, and obviously not in an overbearing way, but they found ways to kind of start communicating with those people, and they took the extra steps to join organizations and social organizations, like for example this one, and got to really understand and got a lot more information than the average person, and they kind of communicated that as well. And from that, the person saw that, no man, this person obviously is passing what they're studying, so they are able to learn. But beyond that, above and beyond that, they have a genuine interest, and you'll find that in career trajectory, that will probably be the most important factor compared to what mark you got in this subject in this year 10 years ago. That interest and that passion to really outwork everyone around you, to really learn and master a skill, I think will get you through as well, as long as you can communicate it, of course. So to the average student, I would say, like, don't worry. Don't worry. I think your path is your path. And I don't think we sort of have mistakes or certain destinies and past and purposes that we need to fulfill. And just focus on that. Focus on what you're interested in, and try and obviously to stand out in as many ways as you can beyond this just academics.